Assessing the nutritional value of a childcare menu in 12 easy steps. Hi, I'm Rudy Bartle, a dietitian and co-author of New South Wales Health's Caring for Children, birth to 5 years. If you're a cook or educator in an early childhood education care service who wants to ensure your menu provides enough nutrition for children, or a health worker who wants to go through the process of assessing the menu of a centre in your area, then this video is for you. I'll take you through a simple 12-step process for assessing your menu, and in only a few minutes you'll be able to tell if it complies with the nutrition checklist found in Caring for Children. The checklist was developed based on the nutritional requirements of a 4 to 6 year old in care, and as you know, children in care for 8 hours should be offered 50% of their recommended daily intake of all nutrients, and by following the menu checklist, you'll have peace of mind that the children are getting this while in your care. By the end of the process, you'll be able to assess your menu against our star rating system. So let's get right into it with step 1. Step 1 is to get a copy of the menu planning tool. You'll need to photocopy the 2-week menu cycle planning tool found on page 93 in Caring for Children. By photocopying the 2-week menu assessment tool, you'll leave your Caring for Children book clean for future menu reviews. If you have a month menu cycle, you need to photocopy a couple. If you don't have a copy of Caring for Children, go to healthpromotion.com.au/munchmove to download a copy of the planning tool. Once you've got your planning tool, I want you to rule off the areas to highlight the red meat requirements and the non-red meat requirements. In order to make the menu assessment easier and more accurate, step 2 is to download the menu cover sheet from the Health Promotion website and fill out the information which will help the menu be assessed. The menu cover sheet provides an opportunity to collect extra information beyond what is written on the menu. It will help clarify whether enough food in the different food groups is being provided. It enables the menu assessor to identify the number of serves of vegetables, fruit and dairy foods based on the quantities purchased and the number of children in care. This enables a more accurate assessment of the menu. It also helps identify whether the types of breads and cereals provided are wholemeal or whole grain, and this enables a more accurate assessment of the menu's iron content. Step 3, grab some highlighters. Get 4 different highlighters. You can use any colours you like. Here I'm using green for vegetables, blue for fruit, yellow for dairy, and pink for breads and cereals. We'll be checking for the number of serves of each food group on the menu. What we're looking for is 3/4 of a serve of meat or meat alternatives, 2 serves of vegetables, a serve of fruit, a serve of dairy, and 2 serves of breads and cereals. Step 4 is to cross out non-applicable meal times. We're only interested in morning tea, lunch and afternoon tea, as this is where the 50% of the recommended daily intake of nutrients is coming from. If services provide breakfast or supper, don't include these foods. Step 5, check the serves of meat. First count the number of red meat meals versus non-red meat meals. You should have 3 red meat meals and 2 non-red meat meals each week. Red meat meals are beef, lamb or kangaroo. Non-red meat meals are sandwich days, vegetarian, pork, ham, or fish or chicken-based meals. You should plan for 6 red meat meals to 4 non-red meat meals over the 2-week cycle. Multiply the recommended amount of meat by the number of children. So for example, you'll need 2.8 kilos of red meat for a centre with 40 children, or if serving chicken, 3 kilos. Then check the number of serves of vegetables. Aim for 2 serves daily. A serve of vegetables is a half a cup of cooked vegetables or a cup of salad, approximately 75 grams, according to the Australian Guide to Healthy Eating. Vegetables need to be served at all eating occasions to meet the 2 serves. Usually 1 serve at lunch and a half a serve at both morning tea and afternoon tea. Serve vegetables with fruit platters, and if centres have a policy of allowing grazing throughout the day, offer only vegetables. So 150 grams of vegetables times the number of children gives you the number of kilograms per day that's required. This includes fresh, frozen, canned and bottled vegetables. So a centre with 40 children will need to provide 40 times 150 grams, which is 6 kilos per day or 30 kilos in a week to meet the vegetable requirement. We don't want to waste food, so you may need to gradually build up to that amount of vegetables. So grab your menu cover sheet and I want you to go and cross-check the amount of vegetables on that against your menu. Math time. Okay, 20 kilos of vegetables purchased weekly over 5 days, that equals 4 kilos per day or 4,000 grams. So for 40 kids, that's only 100 grams per child each day. And remember, 2 serves is 150 grams, so 100 grams is only 1.4 serves of vegetables per day. Step 7 is to check the number of serves of fruit. Aim for 1 serve of fruit per day, and a serve of fruit is 2 small pieces or a medium piece of fruit. Fruit and cakes and fruit loaf or small amounts found in smoothies and that sort of thing are not enough to count. Fresh, frozen and canned are all good. Dried fruit can contribute if served in a large enough quantity, but you shouldn't have dried fruit as the main fruit on all days. Now look at the number of serves of dairy. Aim for at least 1 serve daily. And a serve of dairy is 40 grams of cheese, 250 ml of milk or yogurt, or a combination of these. Remember, age-appropriate milk is important, so full fat for the under 2s and reduced fat for the over 2s. Milk should be served routinely to all children at mid-meals. Water is the best choice at other times to quench thirst or with lunch. Calculate the amount of dairy purchased based on the dairy orders and the number of children. So grab your menu cover sheet again and cross-check the amount of dairy shown on the menu cover sheet against the menu. Math time. 35 litres of milk and yogurt purchased weekly divided by 5 days is 7 litres per day, or 7,000 mils. So for 40 kids, 175 mils per child each day, which is 0.7 of a serve of dairy. But there's also cheese. There's 3 kilograms of cheese purchased weekly. Divide that by 5, 600 grams per day. For 40 kids, 15 grams per day. And 15 grams amounts to just over 0.3 of a serve. So this means that the dairy requirement of 1 serve is being met. Next, check the number of serves of breads and cereals. Aim for 2 serves daily. Breads and cereals should be whole grain as standard. Bread rolls, Lebanese bread, English muffins, crumpets, lavash bread, pasta should all be wholemeal. Wholemeal flour should be used in cooking at least 50%. Wholemeal breads and cereals can be counted towards a serve of iron-rich foods. If you have crisp breads with a health star rating of 3.5 or greater and served in sufficient quantities, they can be counted towards a serve of breads and cereals. Next, you'll want to check the number of iron-rich foods on each day. On days when red meat is served, 1 other iron-rich food needs to be provided. On non-red meat days and sandwich days, 2 extra iron-rich foods need to be provided. Meeting the recommended daily intake of iron is the most difficult of any nutrient. Other iron-rich foods besides wholemeal breads and cereals, pasta and flour include Milo or fortified breakfast cereals such as Wheat Bix, dried apricots, sultanas, baked beans. Eggs and spinach and other green leafy vegetables aren't counted towards the iron because the iron is poorly absorbed. So use the information on the menu cover sheet and that will help to identify sources of iron. Step 11 is to make sure you provide enough vitamin C on your menu on vegetarian days and sandwich days. And vitamin C rich foods include tomato, capsicum, oranges, mandarins and broccoli. Once satisfied that you've checked the menu accurately, our final step is to see how well it rates. Award a half a star for each of the following. Your menu is getting the right proportion of red meat to non-red meat days, correct? Provides 1 extra iron-rich food on all red meat days and provides 2 extra iron-rich foods on white meat or non-red meat days. 1 serve of vegetables daily, and then if you get a second serve of vegetables daily, that gives you another half a star. Provides 1 serve of fruit daily, provides 1 serve of dairy daily, provides at least 1 serve of breads and cereals, you get half a star. If you get the second serve of breads and cereals, you get the second half star. And then if you use wholemeal foods across the menu each day, you'll get another half star. Less than 4.5 suggests some changes need to be made. 4.5 to 5 stars indicates that your menu is consistent with the New South Wales Health Caring for Children guidelines. Well done. So there you have it. 12 easy steps to check whether your menu is providing children with 50% of their recommended daily intake for all nutrients. So this menu was a 2.5 star menu. It had insufficient fruit, vegetables, breads and cereals and iron. Alrighty, so just to recap. Step 1, get a copy of the menu planning tool. Step 2, download the menu cover sheet. Step 3, grab some highlighters. Step 4, cross out all the non-applicable meal times. Step 5, check the serves of meat. Step 6, check your serves of vegetables. Step 7, check your serves of fruit. Step 8, check your dairy. Step 9, check your breads and cereals. Step 10, check iron-rich foods. Step 11, check vitamin C rich foods for vegetarian or sandwich-based meals. And finally, step 12, rate it. We hope you found this video helpful. For more resources, visit healthpromotion.com.au. Thanks for watching.